Look what I found. I went to Sam's to get some honey, and look what I came home with. This beautiful rose bush. I'm not into roses, but I like buying the tea. I like drinking it in tea. And I got another blackberry, thornless. Please do thornless. All of these were under $13, you guys. That's why I got them. I was adding every year to something. And a raspberry. We don't have any raspberries. And then this, 40 strawberry starts for under $13. I had to do this. So I just figured out, you know, I've been on my little flower journey here. And we're growing out of this greenhouse and everybody's coming out today. Because somebody was in here knocking stuff around and stepping on stuff. Anyways, I figured out where I'm gonna put these and I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do with them. Let's go. It's the first week of February and it's before my freeze date, but it's warm and these guys are too thick. And we're gonna start creating our little cottage garden. Look at these guys. Everybody's doing good. But I came in here this morning and look, somebody's been stomping on that, meaning probably a rat. I had a couple pots on the floor. I did not do that. But these guys, I already started planting out some of these flowers, but they're gonna go under my tree. Get outside and get acclimated. This whole guy, he's going on my other side of the garden too. These tomatoes are fire. Look at that. I've been self-pollinating all of these. Now I'll let the bees do it. Let me show you where I'm gonna put these berries. So this is what I'm gonna do first before I get my beds ready. Let's take these blueberries, or blackberries. These blackberries out, and we're gonna soak them in some water and liven them up a little bit before we stick them in the ground for like an hour. So when you get something like this, it's called bare root. There may be like a little bit of dirt around them, but they've been dormant for a while. Boy, they really did a number on this one. There. Here's one of my blackberries. That's what it looks like. And we're just gonna put it right, maybe we put it in this bucket here. Just let it soak up some water before I plant them. I'm gonna keep the dirt that's in there and put it around their little roots when I plant them. This rose is like, look how thick those branches are on that thing. It's pretty hardy. It'll grow really fast in the spring. And it's just like, oh, look how big that is. It's like serious. $12? $12.80 something? I don't know. It's pretty cheap. Here's my strawberries. This is the best deal. Let's see how they look. So, got a little rubber band. You want to take these out immediately. Don't know how long. You don't want them to get moist. And let's see how these look. They don't look as good as ones on Amazon, but you'd be surprised. I'm going to dump a little bit more of this water because my other ones I just did the other day, their roots are really long. I don't want to drown the head. You can see the head right there. I don't want to drown that, so maybe I took a little bit more out. Just want the bottoms to get soaked, liven them up a little bit. Just gonna set them in there. And I might not even do this one for an hour. I may do it for, because they're so tiny. Yeah, they don't look as great. We'll see how many we get. Just the ones I got the other day from Amazon look so good. But this is usually what they end up looking like. That one, that's one whole strawberry right there. It has a bigger root system on it. So one of my daughters, she's a gardener as well. She'll always call me and say, how many blackberries should I put in? How many strawberries should I put in? Strawberries she has no problem with. The one nice thing about strawberries is that they reproduce themselves. So if you put them in a good location, eventually they'll put off all these little, I don't want to call them suckers, these little tiny, look how big that one is. They will reproduce. Even the blackberry bushes, if one of those, look at that, now they're getting better looking here. A limb of a blackberry bush wants to reproduce. It just laying on the ground, it will grow root, it will root itself and you'll have more blackberries. Well, I didn't realize how many was in here. I probably should put more water in here. Just trying to liven them up a little bit. But, so this is 40 plants that I bought for $13. And then I bought some from Amazon that were $15. 15 plants. And then I had a few random ones I got for my birthday. Not all of them lived. Somebody stored them wrong. I won't mention any names. She's a gardener too. So we all make mistakes. Some of them came up, a couple. So I've got about 55. I'm gonna have to put a little more water on these. I'm gonna keep them in here under the water for like an hour. There's a lot. They look horrible now, but they'll come alive. Is that one more? Is that one? Barely? I don't think so. That's it. Let's go get the bed ready. So this is my 16-foot bed, and I ordered 15 of those strawberries for 20 bucks. They gave me 17, so I'm gonna plant these foot apart because these actually look pretty healthy and they're gonna get big. You don't wanna have them too tight together. You want them to be able to grow. And I may or may not get strawberries this year from them. Yesterday I came out here and I watered this bed because it's new, it's very deep. I built it around my existing blackberries. It needed something because before I built it, I planted it in like 4 feet of mulch. And underneath this side right here is concrete. The driveway goes all the way up to this, so I needed a deep bed. So I watered this for like an hour, and I'm gonna keep on watering it because it's so deep. So it's been about a week since I planted out those strawberries and blackberries and raspberries. And you know, I wasn't really impressed by them, the strawberries. They looked of no color. And sometimes you order them and they surprise you and they still come up. And usually see a little sign on life within a week. My daughter had got some that looked very similar, and she said a lot of them, surprisingly enough, had come up. But those, I see no life so far. So 2 weeks ago, I had ordered some strawberries, and they looked fantastic. Probably the best looking bare root strawberries I've ever seen. I have them in my hydroponics. I have them in my, I have them a little bit everywhere. I have them in some beds. I have them in my green stalks. So I really, really wanted to make sure that I had these strawberries growing underneath my blackberries. So, you know, it'll help shade out the dirt and keep it more moist. And so look at what I bought. So this company here is called CZ Grain. They have little directions on how to plant them, how deep to plant them, not to plant them the crown underneath the dirt. And I'm just going to show you, I'm not affiliated with these people, but I know how hard it is to find a really great company. You spend 20 bucks here, 20 bucks there, and then you're like, you don't get nothing out of it, and it's annoying. Yeah, I spent $13 on 40 plants that probably don't look like they're working from, you know where I got them from. So this is, they're called All-Star Strawberry Plants. They grow giant strawberries. So I have, and they're bare root, $19.95 for 15. They actually gave me 17 strawberries in here, but look at them. I'm soaking them right now. Just for like 5 minutes, but they already have signs of life on them. But look at how long these roots are. They're not black. See how pretty that is? I mean, all bare root everything kind of looks dead. But the other ones look really dead. So let's go plant these right now to have a sure thing. Let's take a look at these blackberries first and see how they're doing. I got a good rain last night. No leaves here. Oh, I see a little tiny leaf right there. Once you start popping, they are going to go crazy. This is from last year, this bush. This is the little raspberry. She's looking good. A new blackberry, old blackberry, and old blackberry. They haven't even really lost their old leaves yet. So I'm waiting for nice fresh spring leaves to come in, and then we'll start seeing some flowers. I like this guy because he's 12 inches, so I'm going to measure from there to there and start digging my next hole. They want to have like a kind of loose and well-drained system in place. See a little hole there. So their roots can grow, expand, keep that crown up out of there, and let's measure 12 more inches. I don't know if you knew this about strawberries, but strawberries are probably one of the most toxic fruits you can buy at a grocery store, unless they're claimed to be organic. You're going to spend a lot of money on them. And it's because they don't have a peel. So any kind of fruit that doesn't have a peel, and they spray them with poison, is going to leak right through their skin into whoever is eating them. And let me tell you something. My babes love them some strawberries, and it scares me to death that it's not organic. They are getting whatever pesticides straight in their little bodies from that strawberry they love, that they think is good for them. Now, your ones that peel like an orange is going to be safer. Banana is going to be safer because you're peeling off anything that was on top of it. It's not really soaking in, hopefully. It's better. You could plant these too, like right around the ring of a tree, at the bottom of your tree. It'll help shade it, shade the ground. Now I have mulch in here too, and that's going to help the strawberries itself. But once these fill out and get real big and leafy, it's going to keep this cooler and more damp. And look how easy this is to do. Super easy. Now these cost more than my other ones, but guess what? I haven't got one thing out of those. So you get what you pay for, I would say. There you go, buddy. Also, planting something really low to the ground will help with my weeds. I have little pieces of grass that I'm forever going to be able to picking out of here because that's what we have here in Florida. The mulch is going to help it, but just having these strawberries nice and full where that grass can't see through all those leaves, that is going to help as well. I have a lot of flowers, but I don't have a lot of short flowers, so I thought this would be perfect. So look what I found. I found one of the strawberries that we buried. Look at the color difference. And even at that, they should have grown a little bit. Maybe have a little bit of life there, but you see the difference. I mean, I don't know if this lighting's great. Let me see if it's over here. Here, let me show you. So here's my new ones, my American ones, all American from Amazon. And those are the ones from the other store. I mean, you can see the difference. And of course there was a difference in price. But these are gonna go on for years. And each one of these plants is gonna create another plant for years to come. So it's an investment. Now I'm gonna take the 4 of these, I got 4 left, and I'm gonna take them inside my indoor hydroponics. I'm gonna wash these off really, really good, as much dirt as I can get off of them, because I don't want dirt in my hydroponics. And the other strawberries that I did from this company in my hydroponics are doing really, really good right now. So let me show you how I do that. So this is my living room. This is what we look at every single day, and we love it. This is my hydroponics. We have 4 outside, we have 2 inside. We have 4 different kinds outside. These are made for indoors. They have the light system, all that, the whole 9 yards. But I've already planted some strawberries in here. I'm gonna take you up close and show you what we got going. Now the one to the right, we started planting a week before Christmas. I got an early Christmas present. The one to the left, I got that last Christmas on Marketplace. It was used, and then those went on sale. The ones to the right this Christmas, and we went ahead and said, let's have 2, one on each side of our TV and have a different focal point. I have flowers all year long. Let's take you up close. Starting at the bottom, I've got some yellow dwarf cherry tomatoes, and those may be yellow too. I have some little lettuces growing, starting here. I'm always starting new lettuces. The one thing about these flowers here is you have to self-pollinate. I got some thyme. My, look at those sunflowers. Some I leave empty, so they have space. But these marigolds, I've never had marigolds do good in the garden that good. Some little flowers. Some lemon balm, it's not real happy. I forget how you say this. It's like Celsia? Colossia. How about that? So I have 2 different colors there. Green onions are Love and Life. I just pick and cut, pick and cut. I got some Swiss chard over here. But I planted, oh, look at that. This is my favorite. Look at the lavender. I got lavender flowers. Here I've had for about a year, and I put a new pump in it. Hurricane Milton gave us a couple surges. It did not work out pretty. So I re-hosed this whole thing and put a new pump in it. About to get rid of this. She's getting too big for her britches. Got some more tomatoes, some lettuce, some purple basil there. But I put this in about a week ago. Bare root, and look at the green on it. That's why I was saying outside, you should start seeing something. And these did not have green leaves on them when I put them in there. There's an empty spot for some more strawberries. I'm about to do. And I think there was one up here, right behind this pink celery. So that one too was just bare root. And you can see the nice green leaf coming in. So we're gonna fill a couple more spots up these. Look at the pink celery here. I doubt that'll get huge. This is some calabri, which is, I don't quite understand how well this is gonna do. Some sorrel. You can grow a lot of food with these. I could do this, this is cilantro. I could do this 100% strawberries if I wanted. And eventually I might do that. Can you imagine? There's 36 different spots I can do. So just depending on how big each plant gets. Oh, there's some dill. And some more sunflowers. And this sunflower has another sunflower right after it. I'm gonna save the seeds because I love them. So let me show you how I plant in the hydroponics for strawberries. So let me show you what we're gonna do here. It's really quick and easy, but there's some really steps that you should take to make this really, really successful. And anything that I'm planting in these are the same steps that I like when I'm changing out a plant or a seed or whatever. So here we go. Okay, so this is what I got. I have some 91% alcohol, and I'm going to, I've already washed this out, but to get any kind of bacteria, anything in there, I'm going to go ahead and sponge these off. So let's get that started. And all you do, and I'm also gonna clean my scissors or my clippers, whatever you're using, because we are going to cut these strawberry plants. Their roots are too long for this hydroponic system. They will get longer, again, but at first I just want to give them a nice chance at reaching that water and the nutrition that I put in it. So these are nice and clean. And then this is their like seed starting sponge. They're called grow sponges. And I just found this company. I was using another one, but they kind of seem to disintegrate quicker. And I do not want pieces of the sponge floating around in my pump and my water and my hydroponics. And if you see really close, I'll bring you. So I ran it under Berkey water that has no chlorine in it, just for a few seconds, and see how that tightened up and it's fitting in there better, and it'll continue to swell up even more and tighten around those roots. So I have one, one, two, three more to do. And it's nice having some inside the house in my hydroponics. It's nice having some in my green stalks, and it's nice having some in my blackberries. And we're gonna see who's happier and who does the best. And I also have a couple different varieties out there too. But I'm excited about these because they're supposed to be a really, really big strawberry. And they have really good reviews and they look fantastic. So I got my little sponges already soaking wet, so they're already swelled up. But this one I already did in here, just like that. This is called Easy Gardening. You know, I trim it. There's some dead leaves once in a while, and I cut things back and thin things out. About every week and a half, the water gets really low. It's only a 5-gallon tank. I have to fill it up, and then I put more nutrients in it. Just go ahead and put this guy in there. You don't want to cover the crown, only the roots, just like that. Put him in here and fill this up. Let me wash these two here with my alcohol. Make sure you have a nice fresh start. It dries really, really fast. Just like that. You know, sitting in the living room with these hydroponics, and I got flowers in the house all year long. I walk over and just grab some onions or grab lettuce. In Florida, you can't grow lettuce all year long. It is hot. Lettuce hates hot weather and it's bitter, but I have lettuce growing all year long here. I don't do spinach in it because you need a lot of spinach, and it would take all of that or more. I need one more. So let me go soak this real quick. I've got 30 All-Stars that I started this year. I have a couple plants from last year. They're working on 3 years old. So they may give me some runners, and runners are when the mother puts off a little tiny runner and it sits on the dirt, and after a couple days it starts re-rooting right there, and you have a whole nother mother plant. So let's put this guy in here. So they want to reproduce. How cool will it be just to pick these up, pick them from my living room. See, the water goes up this way, pump water all the way up with the nutrients in it, and it comes all the way back down, and it'll fill those little cups up. And it does that about 3 times a day. Waters them. It's kind of easy. But there's 2 strawberry plants right there. Look at me gardening in the house. Done. I just planted me another garden. Little strawberry patch. One down here. Just like that. And in a few days, we'll have some green leaves, just like this strawberry right here. So excited. This is the first time I've done strawberries in my hydroponics inside. So it's exciting. Berries, 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 berries everywhere. So get your berries ready for spring. This is when you want to start thinking about it or ordering them. And I hope you learned something about this. We did them in raised beds. I have them in the green stock, and now we have them in the hydroponics. And it's going to be really, really exciting spring for everybody. We may have a good crop this year. I have some older ones out there that I'll get some berries from. But next year, they will do really, really well. I appreciate you hanging out with me today. And go ahead, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps a lot. Share this video with your strawberry loving friends. That's all I got for you today. I'll talk to you later. Bye.